You are looking live at Loyal High School as tonight Zaleski Sports brings you high school girls basketball, an Eastern Clover Belt Conference affair between the Colby Hornets and the Loyal Greyhounds. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Anderson here to provide play-by-play for you this evening. My wife, Chris Anderson, to my right on production. Well, it seems that either you're 1-0 or 0-1 in the conference so far. You're either in first or fifth. And Loyal is tied for first. Colby's tied for fifth. Let's look at the Colby Hornets. 2-2 overall, 0-1 in the conference, head coached by Terry Schmidt. Their last game was a 52-30 loss at home versus a pretty strong Owen Withy team. By the way, Owen Withy hosting Greenwood tonight, Greenwood Granton, which we'll from now on call G2. Their next game coming up for the Hornets is on Monday, where they go on the road and go to Athens. Scorers for the Hornets: Bryn Polivka averaging 12.5 a game, Audrey Fleischman 9.2 points per game, and Aaliyah Hamas 16.5 points a game. So your three leading scorers for Colby: Polivka, Fleischman, and Hamas. In the rebounding department, Dalen Rick averaging 10.5 a game, and Audrey Fleischman 7.2. Dalen Rick doing very well on the boards. Elizabeth Perez and Audrey Fleischman are tops in assists. Perez with 4 a game, Fleischman with nearly 2. The Greyhounds, head coached by longtime head coach Mike Reith, 2-2 overall and 1-0 in the conference. Their conference win came on Tuesday on the road at Spencer, 43-33. And coming up next for the Greyhounds, they won't pick up another game now until Thursday, December 11th, when they will go on the road to Greenwood and take on G2. No individual stats available for the Loyal Greyhounds, although I did find out that they are giving up 54 points a game and scoring an average of 43 points a game. Bob Meyer on the mic tonight for starting lineups and national anthem. Stay tuned and sit back and relax as we bring you high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated and are grounds removed from the site of the competition. We ask that you enjoy the game in a positive manner. At this time, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those of you able to please stand and put your hand over your heart for our national anthem. The Hornets are coached by Terry Schmidt, assisted by Sawyer Schmutzler, Harrison Schmidt. For the Royal Greyhounds, wearing number 1 tonight, a junior, Mallory Jacoby. Number 5, a senior, Summer Smith. Number 10, freshman, Addison Bowmansberger. Number 15, a junior, Annabeth Schley. Number 30, a junior, Peyton Wolf. The Hounds, coached by Mike Reed, assisted by Anthony Bowmansberger and Logan Polweiler. We do ask you to remain seated during the game.
Mallory Jacoby sporting number 1.
No smoking allowed at Loyal High School. We ask the place to empty water bottles and trash.
Weren't sure if she was going to wear 25 or whatever, so we're good there. Friends, ZB Designs is helping local teams celebrate their senior athletes with custom sports banners and yard signs. Make a statement at the field or gym or show the neighborhood how proud you are of your senior athlete. Mention this ad and receive 10% off senior products. Visit online at zbdesignscolby.com or give them a call. And good luck to all seniors this sports season. Greyhounds in their home whites. Colby in their traveling greens. Colby left to right, Loyal right to left, and we're underway. Colby with control. Sit back, relax in the recliner, and enjoy some good basketball here tonight in Zaleski Sports. Polivka kicks it out. Baseline drive, loses it off her foot. Audrey Fleischman. Smith will inbound and take the ball over the timeline. A young Greyhound squad, a lot of freshmen on the team. Only one senior, and that's Summer Smith. Mom and Dad in the house tonight, along with oldest sister. Jacoby, Coleman'sberger on the far side. Good skip to Smith. Look to get it into Jacoby, and she's fouled. I believe this will be on the ground. And they call that foul on Audrey Fleischman, first personal, first team. Summer Smith will inbound on the north end of the gym. And the Jacoby shot is up and off the back iron. Rebound pulled down by guess who? Dalen Rick. That young lady is a rebounding machine. Good ball handling by Perez. But she's fouled by, we have a jump ball? And they call the foul on Perez. I just gave her a compliment, and she lost the handle and committed the foul. Smaller crowd on hand tonight. Boys for Loyal are down in Alm and Bancroft, so you've got half of your core audience about 50 miles to the southeast. But still a nice group of people on hand tonight in the gym. Rick will inbound for Colby. Perez, pressured by Coleman'sberger. Takes a couple dribbles. Perez nearly loses it. And they're going to call a double dribble. Double dribble is the call. It goes out of bounds to Loyal. Smith again to inbound. Not a very tall team are the Greyhounds. Jacoby is the tallest, and she's fouled. That's going to be on Perez possibly. And Perez called for the foul, her second. We're now 2 minutes into the game, and Coach Schmidt's going to have to make a sub. He's going to bring in Lurix Garcia Solis here after this first free throw by Mallory Jacoby. Shooting two. First one is up and in. Here comes Garcia Solis for Colby. And Perez will have to have a seat for a bit. 16:47 into the game. Second free throw, money. 2 for 2 for Miss Jacoby. 2-0 Greyhounds. Veteran officiating crew on the floor tonight. They're in good hands. Polivka, pressured by Jacoby, takes a dribble. Solis, and she's fouled going to the basket and will shoot two. Smith of Loyal call for the foul, her first, team first. And Garcia Solis will shoot 2 for Colby. Sophomore, and hits the front of the rim, gets the shooter's roll. Colby's on the board. Second game I've done for Colby, second game I've done for Loyal. Colby a winner over Abbotsford a week ago, and Loyal took it on the chin against a pretty tough Stratford squad. Second free throw off the mark. Here come the Hounds, far side. Wolf. Good skip to Coleman'sberger, back to Smith. Wolf will drive. Kick over to Smith. They tried to get it into Schley, and they don't. Turned it over. Good hustle by Rick. Colby on the move. Far side to Rick now up top. And Rick threw it hard off of Callie Cook. Went right through the wickets, right on her face, and stunned a little bit, but she's still on the court doing well. 3 on the way from Coleman'sberger, short. Jacoby put back good. Jacoby with all 4 of the Greyhound points here. Joe Anderson here along with Chris Anderson on production. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Rick. Back to Polivka. Bryn Polivka. She's kind of the glue that keeps Colby together. Misses that shot. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. On the job or in the woods, be ready to fight the winter elements. Check out Hiller's large selection of heated gear to keep you warm wherever you go this winter. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. And we've got 3 free throws coming up for Loyal. So Garcia called for the foul, her first, and Wolf will shoot 3 free throws. Misses the first. Don't see that very often. Second free throw is up. Misses the second. In for Loyal will be Kenley Allman. Kenley had a very good year. She's just a freshman. Had a very good year playing volleyball. Back in is Perez, Elizabeth Perez, with 2 fouls. Sat out about a minute and a half. She'll give Callie Cook a chance to kind of get the cobwebs shook out after that pass went off her face. And Wolf missed all 3 free throws, which is very unlike her. Perez to Rick. Polivka. Fleischman looks for a cutter. She'll dribble. Give it up to Perez. They're stuck in the corner. Perez will dribble baseline, kick it out to Polivka. Poor pass. Whether you need new garage doors or just an adjustment, stop and see Door Pro on Highway 153, just east of Stratford. You can also give them a call or like them on Facebook. Greyhounds looking to extend their lead here. They lead by 3. That's not going to do it. Another turnover. Coach Reith a little frustrated. Ahead to Polivka. 2. Timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school girls basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Spirit Squad did the Spirit Chair, which I learned in college. One of the cleaner cheers I ever learned in college. I can't do a lot of them over the air. And Jacoby Travel lost her footing. As my coaching compadre Bill Jadarski used to say, you got to do one before 2. Turnovers. Again, another turnover, kind of wonky. Colby threw it in, and it was knocked off of a Colby player. Good hustle by Peyton Wolf. 4-3 here with 14:19 left. Coleman'sberger near side, takes a couple of dribbles. 2-1-2 zone, or 2-3, as Rick plays a little higher. I think they're trying to do a little bit of a 2-1-2. Rick with the steal. Dalen having a great season for Colby. Brooke Miller will check in for Loyal the next dead ball. Polivka, scoop shot, fouled, will shoot 2. As I was saying, Bryn Polivka, a longtime starter here for Colby. And they get that on Kenley Aumann. That's her first. And Polivka is sort of the glue that keeps the Colby Hornets together. Fine player. Misses the first free throw. In comes Brooke Miller. It's the only trouble I always said about kids when they get to be seniors. You get them to where you, especially since I was the choir director here for 35 or 33 years, they just get them where you get them where you want them, and then what do? They graduate. Tied at 4. That goes for everything, but you gotta let the birds out of the nest. Ellie Rabita has checked in for Loyal. She just had the ball. And Aumann. 4 freshmen and a junior on the floor for Loyal. They'll bring Summer Smith back in. So now we have a senior. Coleman'sberger will take a step out. Senior, junior, sophomore, freshman on the floor for Loyal. Rick gets it into Perez. Perez pressured by Aumann. Fleischman, Smith. I tell you, Summer Smith is just like a mosquito. She's such a good defensive player. Fleischman kicks it out. Polivka, 3, short. Rick rebound, kick out to Perez. Perez will drive baseline, and she's followed by Aumann. That's the inexperience right there by Kenley Aumann. Let her get by and then commit that body foul. So Coleman'sberger has a short breather and will come back in. Elizabeth Perez to throw in on the south end. Polivka. Swing it over to Garcia. Rick loses the handle. Smith comes up with it for Loyal. She'll push. Jacoby. Oh, Polivka rejects it and knocks it off of Jacoby. And it'll be Colby ball out of bounds. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night from 5 to 9. The day after Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation of a non-perishable food item or items or cash. Get more info, go to visitmarshfield.com. Back come the Greyhounds. Jacoby, 3, no. Smith, did she get the rebound? And it's going to be off of Smith and out of bounds to Colby. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. Full court pressure put on by Loyal. Man to man. Coleman'sberger stays with Perez. She beats the press. They double team into Polivka. And Colby wants a foul, didn't get it. Nice move by Fleischman, but she traveled. Call the Dahlman Insurance Agency today for home, auto, and business coverage from Penn National Insurance Company. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. Tied at 4, approaching 12 minutes left here in the first half. Smith baseline drive, tries to get it into Miller, and good hustle by Polivka. Lost it out of bounds. Ellie Rabita will throw in on the north end for Loyal. Into Smith. Coleman'sberger thought about a three. No, she traveled. Taylor Credit Union is your full-service financial cooperative. Their passion is to support your journey wherever it may go. Become a member and start your Taylor Credit Union journey today. Taylor Credit Union, Abbotsford and Medford. And we got a shoe tie. Sage Cabista is going to check in for Loyal. Where's number 12? Greyhounds got some new duds this year, new unis. Rick will throw in for Colby. She's got to get it in. Perez and immediately pressured, double teamed. She's pressured by Coleman'sberger. She's got time to get over the line. Perez will beat the press. Fleischman. Traveled. It's been a tale of turnovers here for both teams. Coach Schmidt will bring in Kierslan Orth. Where's number 20? She'll give Fleischman a breather. No pressure put on by Colby. We're tied at 4. Been like this for about 3 minutes. Knocked out of bounds by Polivka. For deer hits, small dings, and accidents of all kinds, take your vehicle to Frayne Body Shop. They're ASE certified, offer free estimates, and they'll work with your insurance company. Take your vehicle to Frayne's Body Shop, family and locally owned. Frayne Body Shop, just off Highway 13 in beautiful downtown Unity. Into Miller, knocked away. Miller tracks it down, but not enough. Now we got a foul called. We're going to get Rabita. 23. Oh, Miller. Brooke Miller called for the foul. Her first, team fourth. Each team with 4 team fouls. 11:15 left here in the first half. Tied at 4. A scoring fest it is not. A turnover fest it is. Cabista will pressure Polivka. Rick. Perez. Polivka for 3. No. Rick pulls it out of there. And a scrum. Jump ball's called. Arrow points to Loyal. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, and affordable service. Seemingly, the scoreboard is stuck on 4 for both teams. Rabita thought about a shot, pulls it over. It's usually the pass of death when you throw it straight across. You want to skip it. Smith drives left hand into Schley. Can't get it to drop. Schley gets the rebound, kicks it out. Rabita. Good defense by Garcia. Coleman'sberger to Cabista, back up top to Smith. They'll reset. Rabita, 3 from the corner. No. Coleman'sberger, put back. No. Third time's a charm for Cabista. No. Polivka pulls it down after 3 shots. Both teams shooting ice cold from the field. Polivka. Garcia, 3, front iron, no. Smith will push for Loyal. And take it in and good. Summer Smith, the lone senior for Loyal, takes the lid off the scoreboard. It's stuck on 4. Now it's 6-4. Polivka, I'll tell you, Sage's Cabista's got her hands full guarding Polivka. And they're going to say it's going to be Colby ball out of bounds. Jacoby returns for Loyal. Callie Cook and Audrey Fleischman in for Colby. Brad Krecklow and Ian Pierce are your rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield. They offer a full line of insurance products. Contact them today for a free quote. Pardon me. 6-4 Greyhounds, and we've got a foul on the floor, a hand check foul on Loyal. Mallory Jacoby called for her first, team fifth. One more to give before the bonus. Perez inbound. Tipped away by Smith. Fleischman, oh, Smith stays with it. I told you she's like a mosquito. She just stays with you. And Smith! Summer Smith! Not in my house. Get that out of here. And a 5-second count on Colby. Tell you, Summer Smith she runs on 220 current. Good hustle by the young lady. And she'll inbound for Loyal, the lone senior for the Greyhounds. Jacoby can't handle it. Here comes Perez. Kolmensberger hustles down the stop ball, and Perez gets the shooter's roll. Cabista will return for Loyal next dead ball, and it's tipped away. No over and back. Smith in the corner. Takes it. Good shot, didn't drop. Fleischman will rebound. I got to talk about that well-called over and back call last night in the boys' game, Abbotsford and Colby, and we got a foul. Ellie Rabita called for her first 16. Cabesta checks in, and Garcia checks in. People get very excited when they see the player go with the ball over the line, and a lot of times it's usually the ball in 1 foot. It's got to be the basketball and both feet over the line. And it was called extremely accurately last night in a close game in the early on stages up in Colby, up in Owen Withee last night in the boys' game between Abbotsford and the Blackhawks. And that looked almost like a travel. Remember, I referee really good sitting up here on the bench. Rabita with a turnover. Rick tried to pull it down, and Rabita knocked it out of her hand. Peyton Wolf will check in. A lot of turnovers in this game. No lack of hustle, though. Both teams playing very hard, but just not scoring much. We've got 14 points total here in the first half.
In for the Hornets, number 31, Brisa Garcia.
And Brisa Garcia will check in for Colby, junior number 31. Give Dalen Rick a breather. Smith keeps her dribble, and she's going to be fouled by Callie Cook.
Calls on Callie Cook, her first team fifth.
15 foul on Colby. Next Loyal foul will put Colby in the bonus. Colby with one more foul to give. Lobbed in. The Schley knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain Greyhound ball. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Well, we'll talk about that after the break. You're watching high school girls basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck showroom and service center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram showroom, lounge, and service center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Nice announcement about a family in need here in Loyal. The Mullen family suffered a fire on Thanksgiving Day, and they lost pretty much everything, and they've got 3 little kids. And so if anybody wants to look further into making a donation of whatever you would like to do, contact Loyal Public Schools. Back to action here after the timeout. Schley, Wolf, and Polivka pulls it down. Bryn Polivka wearing that right leg sleeve. Perez. To Lurix Garcia. Back to Polivka to take a 3. Short. Rebound to Smith. Smith is going to push. She's going to go coast to coast. And she likes to push off. And no call. Kolmensberger, no. Polivka with the rebound and fouled by Peyton Wolf. Let's try this again. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydro massage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more. All designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with your memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. That foul is called on Summer Smith. Polivka the shoot bonus makes the first. .6:45 remaining here in the first half. Misses the second. And Almond, good hustle for Miss Almond, just ran out of real estate. 2 fouls on Summer Smith. I think I gave that foul to Peyton Wolf, and it was not her. So that's why you do scorebooks in pencil, kids. Polivka. Perez kicks it out to Garcia for 3. No. The other Garcia young lady underneath the basket. Tracked down by Cook. Back to Cook up top. Polivka, 3. Yes. Bryn Polivka with 3. Colby now has the lead, 10-8, their first time tonight. Almond partially blocked. Put back up and missed. Wolf with the rebound. Almond in the corner. She's got to get out of there. She throws a skip pass to Kolmensberger for 3. No. And it's going to be off of Polivka. It'll be Greyhound ball out of bounds. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or go online to BigBearDown.com. Kolmensberger inbounding for Loyal. Kicks it in to Almond. Partially tipped away, and Perez is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 1-1. Took a hard fall. Kind of got clipped and fell awkwardly. Coach Schmidt will come over, and the trainer will come over to give a check out here. And while they look at Miss Perez Talk to you about shedsdelivered.com. Shedsdelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at shedsdelivered.com. Tell you what, we'll take a break here. We'll be back in a few. You're watching high school girls basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by shedsdelivered.com.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
Well, Elizabeth Perez was assisted off the court. We wish her well. Kind of took a hard fall. And Dalen Rick has checked in for her, and she will be shooting the free throws. That's how that works. You will, the person, if someone is injured, the person who subs in will be the shooter. Rick makes the first. Shooting bonus here. Don't worry about the logos. The logo gremlins have crept back in on the scoreboard. And Rick makes them both. We'll fix it at halftime. The other day, the last two games, it worked fine. And the Gremlins came in. They seem to have something to do with Loyal. That's usually when they cause problems. So we'll fix it, we know. Greyhounds now trailing by 4. Wolf pulls up. Fouled by Audrey Fleischman, her second, team sixth. And that will put Peyton Wolf at the line. She's 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Fouled in the act of shooting a 3 and missed all 3 free throws. Junior number 30 makes the first. She must have heard me up here. Second one coming up for Miss Wolf. It's up, and she made them both this time. She heard me. 12-10. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Rick nearly dragged that pivot foot, and now we've got a player control foul on Colby. That's going to be on Audrey Fleischman, her third. Extend that elbow out. You're going to get called for the foul. Polivka returns for Colby. And Callie Cook checks in as well. Got 5 on 5. We're good to go. Cooking with gas, they say. 12-10. Nail biter here in Loyal. Coleman'sberger, far side. Pressured by Cook. Jacoby with a 3, no bueno. Wolf tracks down the rebound. Back to Wolf. She'll take, fake the 3, takes a 2, misses it. Coleman'sberger got a rebound, kicks it out. Jacoby, Almond, Wolf. And Rick takes away Schley down in the block, and they're going to get Polivka for the foul. A little too aggressive for Bryn Polivka. We've got 18 fouls on both. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They're now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurance. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Wolf misses the first. Polivka far near side. Back to Perez, or pardon me, Garcia. Cook. Back to Polivka for three. It rims out. Kolmensberger with the rebound. She'll push. And they're going to call a player control foul on Addison Kolmensberger. Both teams' players like to push off. They'll stick that arm out. You're going to get that call two ways, pushing the arm barring out or dipping the shoulder. And that's usually how you see it. That's how you call it. Polivka gives up her dribble. Now Rick will try to clear out, guarded by Miller. Polivka now over the timeline. She'll go coast to coast, misses the layup. Almond with the rebound, takes it to near side. Wolf to Robita. Robita for three. Didn't hit anything and nearly took off Valerie Brecht of the TRG. Valerie just recently got married. I do not recall her married name. Class of 2014 from here in Loyal High School. One of the best altos I ever taught. Good musician. Brother Ben was pretty good too. Ben works for us here at Zaleski Sports. Cook fouled. I thought she picked up the foul, but she mishandled the ball. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Robita far side. Pressured by Cook. They tried to get it inside to Miller. Colby tracks it down. Cook will lay it up and miss it. And put back by Garcia, no. Scrum, jump ball, arrow points to Colby. Audrey Fleischman returns for Colby. Again, friends, don't get alarmed at the logos. We'll fix them at halftime. I know our Neilsville friends get a little nervous. Speaking of Neilsville, they are looking for their 72nd straight conference win tonight. And they're taking on a pretty spirited Columbus squad. Robita picks up her second foul. And that's the 10th team foul, so we're shooting double bonus. And that will put Audrey Fleischman at the line for the first time tonight, shooting two.
Audrey Fleischman to the line.
Neilsville won their 71st conference game in a row the other night up in Gilman. The last game they lost in the conference was probably, I think, 2019, 2018 against this Colby squad. That was the squad that went to state. Second free throw, good. Fleischman, 1 of 2. 3-point lead, approaching 2:40 left here in the first half. Jacoby back up top to Almond. They flip it over to Robita. Jacoby for three. Yes! Mallory Jacoby for three. Tied at 13. Should be 13 all, I believe. Unless they said that was a 2. That's a 3. So Garcia with a 3. I'm going to change that to a 2 for Jacoby. She must have had her foot on the line. Jacoby, no. Rebound tracked down by Fleischman. She'll take the ball over the timeline. Pressured by Robita. who's got the ball. It's going to remain Colby ball. Bryn Polivka will check in for Colby. Bless you, my dear. Audrey Fleischman will come on over and have a seat. Dalen Rick. Polivka lost her dribble. And they're going to call the foul. Is that on 13? Ellie Robita with 3. We'll bring Seja Kabista in. The next dead ball. Polivka 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And makes the first. Peyton Wolf also in for Loyal. Bryn Polivka, the senior, wears number 10. Second one missed. She gets her own rebound. Nobody boxed her out. Polivka can't get the floater to go. Miller with the rebound. Peyton Wolf. Greyhounds trailing now by 5, 17-12. Miller, 2. Brooke Miller with the deuce. Under a minute. Cook. Cook for 2, no. Miller with the rebound. 33 seconds left. Chance for a tie here with a 3. Take a 3 right there, Mallory. You betcha. No, good look. Schley with the rebound, knocked away. Wolf, no. Schley will hit the deck. Who's the foul on? And they call a player control foul on Annika Schley. 17 seconds left. And gentlemen are going to confer here the stripes. They want to make sure they're all right. Okay. That's proper procedure. That's what they're supposed to do. That's why this is a good, experienced crew. All right, 17 seconds. Colby will work for 1. Bryn Polivka. 10. 5, 4. And Schley ties her up. And it's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow points to Loyal with 4 seconds. No pressure by Colby. 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Will not count if it goes. And we're at halftime. Colby 17, Loyal 14. Back after these messages, you are watching high school girls basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Set the sails for Black November. Smee, this one looks epic. Our inventory is mighty and in ship shape, Captain.
Arr, whether it's furniture, appliances, or mattresses, they are all priced to set sail, Captain.
I see it's time for me to take me Black November back. This could be interesting.
Follow your compass to Mittens in Marshfield and find your treasure chest this Black November.
Our passion, your
today,
tomorrow,
future
journey. Our passion, your journey. Taylor Credit Union is your local full-service financial cooperative. As your community-owned credit union, our passion is to support your journey, whatever it may be and wherever it may go. From savings to checking, home to auto, and IRAs to investments, we have the products, services, and rates for your today, tomorrow, and future. Become a member and start your Taylor Credit Union journey today.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school girls basketball. We're at halftime here at Loyal. 17-14 in favor of the Colby Hornets. Before we go to the stat book, we'll talk to you first from our friends from Next Home. That's Simic Orman. Whether you're buying or selling, you can trust the Neilsville Next Home team of Julie Simic and Jake Orman to guide you through the process. For commercial, residential, and land properties, Julie and Jake have the expertise you need. Call the Next Home professionals, Julie Simic and Jake Orman in Neilsville today. Not much to talk about for scoring. 17-14 at halftime for the Greyhounds. 4 from Summer Smith, 6 from Mallory Jacoby, and 2 each from Brooke Miller and Peyton Wolf. The Greyhounds shooting 4 of 8 from the free throw line here in the first half. For the Colby Hornets, 4 from Lurex Garcia. Audrey Fleischman has chipped in a free throw. Bryn Polivka with 8. And 2 each from Dalen Rick and Elizabeth Perez, each with 2.
Loyal 49, Almond Bancroft 15.
And the Loyal boys taking it right to Almond Bancroft on the score update from Mr. Meyer. The Colby Hornets shooting 6 of 12 from the free throw line here in the first half is Gary Morrison, you see, sweeping the floor there on front of you. If Donna's watching tonight, his mother. Well, not a scoring flurry here in Loyal. It's 17-14 here at halftime. And hopefully the logos are working back again good. That's good. Yeah, the gremlins have crept in. Tell you what, we'll be back after these messages. You're watching high school girls basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Fast-moving game here. We got an update from, so I'm checking in on Columbus Catholic in Neillsville. Neillsville leading by 10 with 6:50 left in the second half. That game moving along quite quickly. 37-27. Looks like Neillsville's on their way to winning their 72nd straight conference game. Here we're tied with 17-14 between these two teams. What do they have to do in the next? Have to eliminate, the big thing for both teams is eliminate turnovers. My goodness, way too far away, too many turnovers. And that's for both teams. They've got to hang on to the ball much better. And Loyal needs to get some shots to drop. They've had some good looks, just haven't been able to put the biscuit in the basket. Colby needs to keep doing what they're doing. Brendan Polivka leading the way with 8 points. Again, both teams need to hang on to the ball. Well, hopefully you're hanging on here for your second half of play as the Greyhounds look to try to come back here and tie this and take the lead early on in the second half. We'll see what happens. Back after these messages, you're watching high school girls basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
In our flooring and furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded high-bred mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Back here in Loyal for the second half of play. Don't forget, friends, Smith Brothers Meats. You can get fresh meats and cheeses every day and let them cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats in Colby, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. Saturdays, 8 to 4. And Nasonville Dairy makes those fresh cheese curds every day. You can pick up those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Say it every game. You want to be my best friend? Sausage and Nasonville Dairy cheese curds, and I will be your friend for life. Back underway here for the second half. Joe Anderson here joined by Chris Anderson on production. 17-14, Colby starting things out here. And another turnover. Leave your name and a positive comment on the YouTube page. Give you a little recognition on the air tonight. Usually try to do that in the second half. Got a nice crowd watching. Thank you for tuning in. Greyhounds' first possession of the second half. And that 2-1-2, Jacoby's three short. Wolf with the rebound for Loyal. Back up to Smith. Colby, Kolmensberger with the skip. What do we got? I think we have a 3-second call. So back-to-back turnovers. The thing I kind of mentioned just before we started the second half that each team needed to try to eliminate. Polivka. Kaylee Cook will dribble back out. Dalen Rick. 3 for Polivka, no. Rick, put back, no. Rick again tried to get it up there. The third time is good for Lorix Garcia. Skip pass to Wolf. 3 on the way from the corner. Got it. Peyton Wolf, good shot. Was that a 2? That was a 2. Shot put up, missed by Fleischman. Greyhounds with the rebound with a chance here to tie. Smith hits the brakes. Jacoby fake shot, dribbles, kicks it back out. Swings it over to Wolf, tipped out of bounds. No, stays in bounds. Wolf. Over and back. They have changed the inbound areas now. They have 4 specific places now to inbound the ball after violations. And that's one of the 4. She's got the backcourt. Well, I picked up a lot of viewers here, so thank you for tuning in. Hope you had a good fish fry, beverage of your choice, sitting in the recliner watching us here on Zaleski Sports. Rick, short, gets her own rebound underneath. No, scrum for it. She comes up with it and knocked out of bounds by Smith. Again, leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. Give you a little shout out, a little recognition. In fact, I had last night during the boys' game, one of the officials, her mother was watching the game. Turnover again. Here come the Hounds. Chance to tie. Jacoby, yes, nice shot for Mallory Jacoby. She's got 8 points in the matchup. Now a 1-point game. Polivka pressured by Kolmensberger. Kolmensberger tips it away. She's got to get it over the timeline. There you go. I thought that was double dribble. And now we're going to have a jump ball. Arrow points to Loyal. Not a very clean start to the second half here. Turnovers, jump balls. And a 1-point lead here for Colby. Allman and Miller checking in for Loyal next dead ball. Skip pass over the Kolmensberger. Back to Smith. Into tried to get it into Schley, and she bounced it off her foot and went out of bounds. A junior, 3 freshmen, and a senior on the floor for Loyal. Polivka and Rick, seniors on the floor for Colby. Fleischman, spinner, no. Jacoby with the rebound. Kolmensberger to Smith. Baseline drive, and she's fouled by Polivka. Bryn Polivka with her second personal. Still looking for people to chime in. It's always a fun part of the broadcast to see who's watching and where you're watching from. So leave a comment. Miller, no. Jacoby had to let up. She didn't have the position. Good position by Fleischman on the rebound. Garcia Polivka. Skip pass to Fleischman. She tracks it down. And didn't know if it was for Polivka or Callie Cook. Ellie Rabita will check in. Rabita with 3 fouls. Forgot to mention that at halftime. Ellie Rabita with 3 fouls for Loyal. Audrey Fleischman with 3 for Colby. 1 point affair here. Coming up on 14 minutes left in regulation. Rabita with the floater. Doesn't drop. Rick with the rebound. Here comes Fleischman. Kicks it ahead to Garcia. Garcia double team, tipped. Fleischman will dribble, back to Garcia with the screen. Polivka left-hand drive and traveled. Well, at least it's warmed up outside. My goodness, it was chilly in the last couple days. Did a little snow removal this morning. Got the Simplicity all gassed up and ready to go for the next snowfall. Speaking of which, that doesn't fall for Jacoby. Good look, though. Good drive. Didn't drop. Cook to Garcia, who's fouled and will shoot 2. That's 4 fouls on Ellie Rabita. She'll have to have a little bench time here as Lurix Garcia shoots her 3rd and 4th free throws of the contest. First one up is good. Summer Smith in, Rabita out. Garcia is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Lurix, a sophomore for the Hornets, sporting number 1 on her jersey. Misses the second one. Who's got the rebound? Well, it's going to belong to Loyal. Okay. Amos and Jenny. I wondered about that. It's going to end up being Colby ball out of bounds. I kept thinking it looked like Loyal had touched it. So Polivka will inbound there. Again, shout out to Amos and Jenny. We appreciate your viewership. Thank you. Anybody else want to join Amos and Jenny? Get a little shout out, a little recognition. Patience by Colby. Rick kicks it out. Garcia for 3, no. Polivka and Komensberger in a scrum. And a jump ball, arrow points to Colby. Looking for other people to chime in as well. Positive comment. Leave a positive comment, give you a shout out over the air. Colby inbounds, thrown away. Here comes Summer Smith, coast to coast. No. And they're going to get a foul on who? I think this is going to be on Colby. And that's number 4 on Audrey Fleischman. Kierslin Orth will check in for Coach Schmidt and the Hornets. And Fleischman walks off the court. Not a very happy camper. Smith will inbound for Loyal South End. Miller, skip pass to Komensberger. And it goes through Garcia, off of Komensberger and out of bounds. Colby ball. So Amos and Jenny have chimed in. Looking for other people to leave a comment. So leave a positive comment on the air. Give you a little recognition on this Friday night in mid-December. And she carried the ball. And the official says, she says he reminded her to hand the ball to the official after the whistle has been blown. I wondered about that. That's the one thing that really irritates me when I watch pros, especially in football, how they just flip the football away. Jacoby got it! What a shot for Mallory Jacoby. And a foul on Jasmine Ertl. Her first, team third. And Mallory Jacoby with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And the Greyhounds can take a lead here with this free throw. 12:39 left here in the second half. Jacoby with the shot, and good shooting, Tex. And Greyhounds have the lead for the first time in a long time, 21, and a travel. Another turnover for Colby. Colby calls timeout, a full one. We'll be back after this. You're watching high school girls basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
Jamming out to a little Doobie Brothers here during the timeout. Colby coming out of their timeout. Joe Anderson here, joined by Chris Anderson on production. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Jacoby will inbound on the south end into Smith, and now a scrum. And the arrow points to Loyal, so we'll inbound again to the same spot. Brissa Garcia will check in.
I referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile.
With her second basket of the night, and Loyal increases their lead to 3. And Smith with the steal. Smith hits the brakes, kicks it out. Allman. Kolmansberger blocked by Polivka. She'll go through Loyal defenders, and she traveled. Colby trailing by 3. They led 17-14 at halftime. And then outscored 9-6, and a 3 by Mallory Jacoby, and she's en fuego. 14 points for Miss Jacoby. She will get a breather. Knocked out of bounds. Bryn Polivka, Brissa Garcia, Audrey Fleischman, Callie Cook, and Lourdes Garcia on the floor for Colby. Getting close to 10 seconds, and they get it over. And a nice shot for Audrey Fleischman. Back to a 1-point game. Underneath Schley. Foul, but I think that's going to be on the floor, not a shooting foul. And that will be the 4th team on Colby, 10. Bryn Polivka, her 3rd. Still looking for other people to chime in yet. We got 11:06 to do. Sub coming in, it's going to be Kirslyn Orth for Colby and give Bryn Polivka a breather. Smith to inbound for Loyal. She's got to get it in. There we go. Almond back to Smith. Into Schley, and there's still a scrum. Smith ends up with it. Schley again, 2. Annika Schley. First basket of the contest for Miss Schley. And it's back to a 6-point game. And nearly a steal. And Miller will check out. Mallory Jacoby will return for Loyal. Ball out of bounds to Colby on the south end. Kirslyn Orth throws it in. Fleischman. Pressured by Smith. To Garcia, far side. Almond will pressure. And Garcia traveled. Got to get the ball away from the sidelines. That's where they're kind of getting trapped, and pressured, and the sideline becomes that 6th defender. Loyal leading by 6 now. Jacoby pressured to kick it out to Smith. Coleman'sberger drives baseline, and she's fouled. And that foul on Brissa Garcia. That is her first personal. Bryn Polivka returns for Colby.
And for the Hornets, number 10, Bryn Polivka.
Jacoby, no. Polivka won that height match right there. Pressured by Coleman'sberger, gets it ahead to Fleischman. Fleischman back to Polivka, and she's going to look for a cutter here. Near side to Cook. And traveled. Dalen Rick returns for Colby. J.C. Smith is watching from his home in beautiful downtown Unity. He's rooting for number 10, Bryn Polivka. So we've got Amos and Jenny watching, and G.C. Smith. Jacoby over to Smith. Baseline, and she traveled. So Bryn Polivka having a good game for the Hornets. He's got 8 points, all in the first half. And we're approaching the midway point of the second. They've been outscored 14-5, have the Hornets here in the second half. Cook nearly lost it against Jacoby. Schley with pressure. Boy, oh boy, they can't handle onto the ball. Here comes Almond with the layup, and missed it. Oh my goodness, Kenley's looking at herself going, oh my gosh, I missed that. Breakaway layup, and it clanked on the rim. Loyal retains possession. Peyton Wolf will inbound for the Greyhounds. Flipped up to Coleman'sberger up top. She'll dribble left-handed, kick it over to Almond for 3. And Almond missed the deuce but got the tray. Kenley Almond. Now the lead of 9. And Colby having all sorts of problems hanging on to the ball. And the three on the way by Jasmine Ertl, put back up by Fleischman. Audrey Fleischman with the deuce. She had to work hard for that one. 8:35 left. Jacoby. 2. Mallory Jacoby. And Loyal now with a 9-point lead. And again, lost the ball. Colby's trying to go 2,000 miles an hour, and they're not under control. And pressure put on by the Greyhound defense and some good shooting from Mallory Jacoby. Elizabeth Perez checks in for Colby. Colby led 17-14 at halftime, and they've been outscored 19-7 here in the second half. Approaching 8 minutes. Jacoby thought about a three. She'll dribble it back out to Wolf. Skip past to Colemansberger. Crossover. Up. Tough shot. Addison Colemansberger gets in the book with her first basket. And Loyal now extends their lead to 11. Perez to Ertl. Back up to Polivka. Ertl. Polivka for 3. No. Rick with the rebound. She kicks it back out to Polivka, who will drive. Floater in the lane, 2. Bryn Polivka with her first bucket of the second half. Cut it to 9. See what the defense for Colby can do. Good rotation of the ball by the offense on Loyal. Dump it into Schley. Schley fouled and will shoot 2. And Audrey Fleischman picks up foul number 5, and she's disqualified from the contest. Ellie Rabita and Summer Smith in for Loyal, and Lorix Garcia will replace Audrey Fleischman. It's 7:07 left, and Fleischman fouling out for the Hornets. 2 free throws coming up for junior Annika Schley. Makes the first. Second free throw coming up. It's up. Missed it. Rebound tracked down by Ertl. Pressured. And she's fouled. Who are they going to call it on? They call it on Annika Schley, her second. Only the second team foul on Loyal here in the second half. Kirsla North back in for Colby. Defense for Loyal has really put the clamps on the offense of Colby here in the second half. Held them to 9 points so far here in half number 2. Back up top to Perez. Now Rick. Takes that dribble and stops. Nice give and go. It's off green. It'll be Loyal's ball.
And the final score, Loyal boys 77, Alma Bancroft 33.
And Loyal boys beat Almond Bancroft 77-33. Loyal going to have a great boys basketball team this year. The Eastern Clover Belt is going to be up for grabs. Almond for 3, back iron, no. Rebound by Rick. It's going to be a crapshoot for who wins the conference in boys. Columbus is a perennial power. Neilsville looking good. Loyal's got a good group of lads to play. Owen Withy, we just saw the other night. They're looking good. Colby should have a fine boys team as well. Polivka tries to save it. And a foul. A couple of kids on the floor. I tell you, with all the turnovers and the missed shots, the one thing that has been good has been both teams have hustled hard. They've been playing hard. And that's number 5 on Ellie Rabida, and she's disqualified from the contest. 5:51 left, and we've had a foul, two players fouling out, one for each team. Bryn Polivka is going to inbound in front of her bench. Perez, pressured by Almond. Nice job, Kierslin Orth with the basket. And back comes Colby. I'm gonna give a last call for anyone who wants to leave a comment on the YouTube page. 3 for Mallory Jacoby. She is on fire tonight. Lead back to 11. And they're going to get Almond for the foul. It'll be her third.
Also, Kenley Almond's Kenley's third.
19 points for Mallory Jacoby right now. 13 here in the second half. And a tie ball. No, timeout called by Colby. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school girls basketball in Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back to live action here. 5 minutes left in the contest. And a 3 for Polivka. And Bryn Polivka starting to heat up here in the second half. They've cut the lead to 8. Plenty of time. Colby stays in that 2-3 zone. Coach Reith talking to Kenley Almond. Going to give a last call for shout-outs here. Got a very good group of people watching on the network tonight. Thank you. Leave your name and a positive comment, and we'll give you a shout-out on the air. Polivka, no. Good look, though. Here comes Summer Smith. Kolmensberger ends up with it, kicks it out. Turnover. Here's Perez for Colby. Pressured by Almond. Garcia for 3. No. Rick is going to be fouled. No foul. Just knocked out of bounds off White. 4:01 left. In the corner in a bad spot for Colby. There's Polivka who cuts and gets another basket. Bryn Polivka, 7 points in the last 2.5 minutes of play. And it's now down to 6. Kolmensberger kicks it out to Smith, over to Almond, far side. Jacoby skip pass back to Smith. Kolmensberger will kick it out to Schley. Schley back out. Jacoby for three. Yes! Mallory Jacoby and Fuego. 22 points for Mallory Jacoby. Kenley Almond called for the foul, her fourth. That's the one thing that got to be very popular. Lydia Sandelier now checks in for Loyal, sees her first action of the night, where you see the defender with their hands up and, that they're not touching them with their hands, but they're leaning in on them body-wise. That's a foul. Kolmensberger almost got a steal. And they call Elizabeth Perez for the push foul on the back side. And it's a 1-and-1 free throw attempt here for Loyal. Loyal shooting 4 of 8 in the first half. They've only had 3 attempts here in half number 2, and they're 2 for 3. Addison Kolmensberger, the freshman, first throws tonight, shooting bonus. It's up, and it is no bueno. Who's got the rebound? Belongs to Colby. Polivka pressured by Kolmensberger. She'll dribble up the court. Gives up her dribble. Here's to Garcia. Garcia's got to get a move on. And that's 10. So thank you, Amos and Jenny and J.C. Smith, for chiming in. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks to everybody who's watching this evening. This game has really picked up in intensity. It's back to 9 points. They had it down to 8. Smith, and a timeout called by Loyal before she lost possession. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school girls basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Back to action here after the Loyal timeout. Joe Anderson here, joined by Chris Anderson on production. 2 timeouts left for each team. Got a shout out to Kyra Marie, or Kyra Mayer. She's rooting for Colby. She just chimed in. 3 on the way for Kolmensberger. No. Rick with the rebound. Under 3 to play here. Colby's going to make a move. Orth. Fouled, and will shoot 2. Kierslin Orth will have 2 free throws coming up for Colby. Summer Smith picks up foul number 3, 6-team foul. And sophomore Kierslin Orth shooting 2. First one is up, and no. So Amos and Jenny, J.C. Smith, and Kyra Marie, thank you for chiming in tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Second free throw is up and good. 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Kierslin Orth. Back to 8. Got to get a stop here. Kolmensberger forces a shot, misses it. Colby looks to Bryn Polivka. Perez gets it over the timeline, back to Polivka. Orth. Perez back up to Rick. Tipped out of bounds by Kolmensberger. It remains Colby ball. I always like to do that when, find out who's watching and where they're watching from. We've had people watching from around the world. I mean, I've done games where people have been watching from Japan. People, I know when I did some games here, when I still worked at Loyal and ran the TV station, we had some people from China. It is the World Wide Web, www. And we got a timeout called by Colby. We'll take another one. Full timeout. Back after this, you're watching high school girls basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Hey, need a lift? No, I can't give you a ride, because I can't drive yet. But I can tell you all about the new awesome lift chairs at Mall Furniture. These things are so cool.
Mall Furniture has over 40 lift chairs in stock and ready for delivery anywhere in central Wisconsin.
Let's be real. We all need a lift once in a while. So when it's your turn for a new lift chair, head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Back to live action here in Loyal. 42-34 with 1:55 left. And they're going to go full court pressure here by Colby. Look at the double team. They still stay in that zone. And a foul on Green. Free throw time. Lurix Garcia picks up foul number 2. First free throw was good for Kolmensberger. And the second one as well. Back to 10. Polivka. Cook skips it over to Garcia. Garcia with the floater. Got it. Tough shot for Lurix Garcia, but got the deuce. Nearly had a steal again. Kolmensberger plays Plinko off some heads. Summer Smith cleans it up and gets the deuce. Her first basket of the second half. 6 in the game. Back to 10. Approaching a minute. Tipped away by Smith. Bryn Polivka will inbound on the east side. Lurix Garcia takes it over the timeline, pressured by Smith. Orth will dribble, baseline, and loses it off her foot. .45 seconds left. Kolmensberger. And a foul on Green. Callie Cook, foul number 2. 9th team foul. One more set of 1-and-1s here, and that will put freshman Kenley Alman at the line to shoot bonus. And the last couple free throws have been good for Loyal. The old saying, free throws win games, and proven here to be true. Makes them both. Quick pass down. They've got to get a shot in the timeout. They got to be quick about it. Polivka, quick pressure by Smith. Komensberger with the steal. She got a layup. And 2. Komensberger with the deuce, and that's going to pretty much do it. 15 seconds left. Inbound for Colby. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just hold it, and that'll do it. As Loyal comes back from a 3-point deficit at halftime to take the 50-36 win. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Got those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, so log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Schedule a tee time today at Whispering Pines Golf Course in Cadott. This 18-hole course requires your full bag of gloves. It's challenging but fair and always well manicured. Hit the driving range and putting green to get warmed up. After golf, step into the clubhouse for homemade pizza, wings, burgers, and a large selection of appetizers that will keep you coming back. Then stay and watch the games on the big Pines is a great place to hold your next golf or non-golf event. Whispering Pines Golf Course on County X at Cadott, just a short drive east on 29 from Eau Claire.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Queso Blanca, Queso de Fira, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
How's the grad school going? She's got 1 semester left. She graduates today. She's got 1 more week of classes on Monday and Tuesday. She's in school. She'll be the school assistant.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Mike, I'm going to put Mallory in the house with you. Is that all right?
We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Queso Blanca, Queso de Fira, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports Broadcast of high school girls basketball. This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Loyal with the 50-36 win here tonight over Colby. I'm here with head coach Mike Reith. Tough first half. Second half really came out shooting pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely confused in the first half. I mean, I talked to the kids after the game here. There's a difference between playing on your heels and playing downhill, and I thought we were offensively playing in the wrong direction. So the second half we did fix that. Thanks to Mallory over here, I think she was, she made half her shots tonight, not only from 2 but from 3. She splashed, I think, 5 threes tonight. So she was really our go-to person, and thank God we had her for the second half because she was the difference maker for us. And our defense, I thought our defense really stifled them in the second half. I give Colby a lot of credit. Like, we were confused in the first half, so credit to them.
I was going to say 36-19 defensively, 36 for you, 19 for them. That defense really picked up.
It did, and it's just I felt like when we were confused offensively, it really messed with us defensively too. It's kind of the trickle effect. It was not pretty, but we did find a way to we just figured it out. And you're right, defensively, we put enough pressure on them. Our guards were outstanding on their guards. We're just getting the ball dead many feet from the basket, so that was very helpful.
Well, congratulations, sir. Thanks for your thoughts.
Thank you.
Mallory Jacoby. Mallory, I got to flip it over on the right side here. 22 points tonight. You had 13 in the second half. When you see those threes dropping in, what's going through your mind?
I don't know. I just try and get in rhythm, and I try not to think about it. Just let it go.
So you had a good chat defensively, talking about defense at the halftime, correct?
Yeah, we needed to work on it, and the team just got it done.
And now this team has really kind of come a long way. You're now 2-0 in the conference, and you got another big game coming up on Thursday of next week. You're playing G2 just over the road. Yeah. What's going through your mind with them?
Well, we want to get a win, and we're going to work hard at practices next week and be intense so that we can get it done next week.
We're going to put you in the house. You know how to do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll count to 3 and let her rip.
Okay. 1, 2. I'm Mallory Jacoby, and I'm in the house. I didn't break.
Thank you, Mallory. Well, let's take a quick look at the scorebook before we sign off. For Colby, 9 points from Lurex Garcia, 5 for Audrey Fleischman, 15 for Bryn Polivka, 2 for Elizabeth Perez, 3 for Kirslyn Orth, and 2 for Dalen Rick. The Hornets shot 8 of 16 from the free throw line. Got to watch out for the little cherubs running around. All right, for Loyal, 5 from Kenley Almond, 6 for Summer Smith, 6 also for Addison Comensberger, 3 for Annika Schley, 4 for Brooke Miller, 4 also for Peyton Wolf, and 22 for Mallory Jacoby, scoring 13 of her 22 in the second half. Great job by Mallory here for Loyal. The Greyhounds shot 10 of 15 from the free throw line tonight, scored 14 in the second half, in the first half, and 36 in half number 2. And held Colby to 19 points in the second half. A good defensive strategy for Loyal as they as they get the win tonight. Colby will play Monday night at Athens down there for their next game. The next game for Loyal will be 6 miles to the west at Greenwood, where they'll take on Greenwood Granton next Thursday. Big win tonight for the Greyhounds as they improve to 2-0 in the conference and 3-2 overall. Colby falls to 2-3 and 0-2 in the Eastern Clover Belt. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Great game. Fun to watch, fun to call. For my outstanding producer and wife, Chris Anderson, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week on Zaleski Sports. Have a great night.